Hi, I'm Potratz, and in this video I'm going to review what I believe to be the top 4 most popular softwares if you want to sell cars online. I'm going to talk about the pros, the cons, and the pricing. But if you're a dealer, it's already decided what software you want to use, and you want some tactics, some tips, and want to make sure you're not making the mistakes that other dealers are making by selling cars online, I encourage you to hit the button below the video and join my webinar. In this webinar, I'm going to talk about the things that you need to know to make sure that your lead handling process is correct, your marketing process is correct, and you're not losing opportunities. I'm also going to talk about, are you going to lose gross profit, and is it right for your market? All right, let's get started. Let's talk about the software. The first software I'm going to review is called AutoFi. The pros of AutoFi: it's going to be easy for your staff to get up to speed and know how to use it. It also integrates well in your website if it's a Dealer Inspire, Dealer On, or Dealer.com. The cons of it: it's not going to be so easy for the customer. The customer is going to be confused by the pricing, therefore you're going to get bounces. One of the things that I don't like about AutoFi is it's basically a lead generator. So if you're looking for a software that's going to really give that online buying experience where that individual could really go online and buy the car, this is probably not the software you're going to want to use. It works with KBB, so that's a plus. According to AutoFi, the completion rate would be about 13%, meaning that the individual would go through the entire process, all of the steps of AutoFi, 13% of the time. But again, I feel it's a lead generator because it does not give all the functionality for someone to really check out online, buy that car. So if you're looking for that Amazon experience, this is probably not the software you want to look at. Another feature of AutoFi is it integrates the e-commerce experience to a certain level, and it works within your website. So you're not taking the individual off of the website into their own pages. So that gives a plus for your digital marketing and your analytics. So what's AutoFi going to cost you? It's between $750 and $1,250 per month. It also integrates with Route 1 and DealerTrack, so a plus, but all of the softwares I'm reviewing today integrate with both of those platforms. And I'm sure if you've looked at a number of websites, you've seen that feature on the VDP where it says unlock price. AutoFi doesn't offer it, but some of the others do. So let's move to the next software. The next software I'm going to review is called Drive Motors. The pros of Drive Motors: it's going to be easy to incorporate into your dealership, meaning that you'll be able to do it in days versus some of the other softwares are going to take you weeks. Drive Motors also incorporates KBB, but that's the only option at this time. Another pro of Drive Motors is it will give that shopper the experience, in other words, almost that Amazon experience where they can purchase the car online. So it's more than a lead generator. According to Drive Motors, it's a 4 to 6% completion rate by the consumer. So that's good. But I'm going to tell you, it's going to have a high abandonment rate. Looking at the software, it's missing some features. It's a little hard to understand as a car shopper. Another con of Drive Motors is it provides less consumer information. So that shopper that's looking for incentives and rebates and discounts and those type of things that they want to know about the vehicle or information about their trade-in, it's a little difficult to do that. That's why I think it will drive the high abandonment rate. Another feature of Drive Motors is it keeps the individual on the website. It's pulling the dealer's actual inventory versus taking them over to a landing page. Price of Drive Motors starts at $795. Drive Motors will integrate with all websites and all CRMs. For the F&I module, it's Route 1 and DealerTrack. This software does have the unlock price feature, so you can save some time and get a few more leads with that feature. So if you're a one-price dealer, you might not want the unlock feature. So let's move on to the next software. The next software is called PRODIGY. The pros, but I'm not so sure this is going to be a pro for a lot of dealerships. So the pros is it's going to require a high level of integration, meaning that it's going to touch everything. I'm talking about iPads in the showroom, displays in the showroom. So it's going to give a lot of that opportunity for people coming in the showroom to do that online buying process, or let's call it that electronic buying process. So if you're a dealership that you struggle with trying to get your team to all use the CRM and follow the process and capture information, this is probably not going to be the software for you, which brings me to the cons. The cons, well, it's really kind of a repeat of the pros. So if you're a dealership that has a really good process where all of your team is using the CRM, they're logging the information, if everything is really in order with process, then it's for you. If you're not, then this is a definite con because it's going to require very stringent processes. But here's the good part about the software. It gives a full integration, meaning that if you're a car shopper, it will give you that process from beginning to end. So it does give that Amazon experience. So good software if you have great process, bad software if your process is lacking. Pricing of Prodigy can also be considered a con. It's the most expensive of the bunch. It's $5,000 for the first 90 days. So again, if you don't have that process, you're going to spend a lot of money on a software just to try. Then the second 90 days, it's $2,000 and it's $50 per device. So for every iPad, plan on paying an extra $50 for this software. CRM integration is eLeads, Dealer Socket, and VIN Solutions. F&I integration is Route 1 and Dealer Track. And it does have the unlock price feature. So I say by all means, if you have the process, take a look at Prodigy. Now let's move to the next one, which I think more dealers know about this one than any other software, and it's called ROADSTER. So ROADSTER Pros, it has a lot of information, a lot of learning tools for the internal staff at the dealership, but it also gives a lot of information for the car shopper, that individual doing the shopping process. It's pulling rebates, it's pulling incentives, it allows the person to get trade-in value. So it provides a really good presentation. That's the pro of ROADSTER. It's also I would say probably the clearest to give that e-commerce, that Amazon buying experience. So it's much more than a lead generator. It will allow you the opportunity to start the process and finish the process online where you can do a delivery. Am I showing favoritism to ROADSTER? No, I'm not. I'm just giving you the facts. I say by all means, look at them. The cons of ROADSTER, though, is when the individual is looking at the vehicle, it's taking them off of your website. It's taking them to ROADSTER's own URL, which can also be a pro, meaning that it would incorporate with any website. You don't have to be dependent on your website provider to set it up properly. So they've done that for you. But the con to that, by taking them off your website, you will start to see your bounce rates increase. You will start to see less analytics, less tracking, less opportunities to see what's going on. But ROADSTER does have an analytics tool built into the back end of the website, and you can also include Google Analytics so you can get some of that information back. The trade tool is their own trade tool, so you won't be using KBB on this software. And according to ROADSTER, they have an 18% completion rate, meaning that someone starts the process and finishes the process, so you will have to schedule delivery of the vehicle. So according to them, highest completion rate. ROADSTER is going to have one of the lowest abandonment rates out of the softwares, and its price $19.95 per month. It also works with Route 1 and Dealer Track. So again, all of them are working with Route 1 and Dealer Track, providing the ease for you on the dealership level. It does have the unlock price tool, so good feature on that as long as you're not a one-price dealership, but it will provide more leads for you. Okay, let me put my safety disclaimer right here, right now. There are other softwares in the market that you can look at, and if you want me to review one of the other softwares or multiple other softwares, send me a message. I'd be more than happy to do a review and tell you what my thoughts are on that software. But if you're a dealer, you've already decided on the software, or you already have it on your website, and you want to find out how to maximize it, how to make sure you're doing the right marketing, the right lead handling process, or maybe you're early into it and you're afraid that your gross profit is going to go down or you're not going to get 100% buy-in, then I encourage you to click the button below, go to my webinar, and I will lay everything out. I will tell you if it's right for a small market, medium-sized market, large market, and I will tell you the mistakes that you have to look out for so you're not losing money, losing opportunities, or upsetting those prospective car shoppers. So will it be a unique selling advantage for you to compete against other dealers? Well, join my webinar and I will give you the facts, but I will also tell you how to start handling Facebook leads so they result in sold cars. See you in the webinar.